Let's talk about suspicious stew. Suspicious stew is a food item that, when eaten, bestows an effect on the player for a few seconds. Unlike most other foods, it can be eaten with a full hunger bar. The item doesn't tell you what effect it will give you, but it can only be one of the ones in this table, which I pulled from the Minecraft wiki. 3 of these are particularly notable. First, saturation. This is the only way to get saturation without using commands. It's not that useful because any food item does basically the same thing, but it restores more hunger bars than any other food. Next, blindness. Once again, this is the only way to get this effect without commands. Blindness actually has a use though. You need it in order to get the how did we get here advancement. And last, wither. Wither has other causes, those being wither skeletons, wither roses, and of course, the wither itself. But aside from the wither rose, wither stew is the safest and most controllable way of getting it. If you're trying to get the how do we get here advancement, you'll need to be underwater, so using the wither rose is impractical, but the wither stew works. So, how can you get suspicious stew? There are 4 ways. First, it can generate in shipwreck chests. These stews don't follow the same rules as the ones in that table. There are fewer possible effects and they last for different amounts of time. Second, level 4 farmer villagers can sell it. Traded stews have the same list of effects and lengths as shipwreck loot. However, a particular trade will always give the same stew. Third, it can be crafted. The recipe is formless and consists of a wooden bowl, 1 of each mushroom, and a flower. Different flowers yield different effects. The flower corresponding to each effect is included in that table from earlier. Fourth and last, it can be milked from a brown mushroom. Now you might be thinking, what the heck is a brown mushroom? So for a quick moment, let's talk about mushrooms. Mushrooms are basically funky, mushroom-covered cows that spawn on mushroom islands. When 2 mushrooms breed, there's a small chance that a brown mushroom results. A mushroom will also become a brown mushroom if it's struck by lightning. Some reliable ways to do this are to stand a mushroom on a lightning rod, or throw a trident enchanted with channeling at one. A second lightning strike will convert a brown mushroom back to a red one. Okay, now back to our sussy soup. Ordinarily, milking a brown mushroom with a wooden bowl will give you mushroom stew, but if you feed the mushroom a flower, the next milking will give a suspicious stew. The flower determines the stew's effect, as with crafting. It's important to note that the flower only lasts 1 milking. After that, you just get mushroom soup again. So you have to use 1 flower for every soup, just like crafting. The only resource you save on is mushrooms. And that's all I got for you today. If you liked what you saw or learned something new, consider subscribing to see more videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on The More You Know.